Right, okay. So I've got Aisling Duval selected in the left. So now in the right screen, if you look down here, there's this planet, this system called Cubio, which has got your symbol, the like the bird with the stars. That's the headquarters. So that's where you pick up your fortification materials. So you go to you go into the system there, into the station. You go onto the power um, contact, and then you purchase as many as you can carry, or as many as you want to do. And then what you do is you can look on, see how you can change this to control systems. And now you see all these systems popping up with shields on them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that's it. So they're the control systems that need you to drop merits off to. And if you notice, so the one I'm on now, it tells me that it's 17% fortified and 0% undermined. If you look down the list of numbers, you've got fortification and undermining. Whereas if I look at a yellow one, say like that one there, it tells me that somebody has fortified it to 291%, which is a complete waste of time. So you only need to go to 100%, and it is undermined to 0. So anything yellow means somebody's either done it or is working on it. Anything white means nobody's touched it yet. So that's the easiest way of getting merits, is that you go to your headquarters, you pick up your fortifications, you go to one of these systems with a shield on it, and then you go into the station and you deliver them. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, so if you yeah, so when you look at that galactic powers, so like I was trying to explain earlier, that um, on the preparation here, so next week for Hudson, unless something changes, then we'll only be expanding into that number 1 system, because consolidation is number 2. If that consolidation was all the way down here, then everything above it we'd be expanding into. And at the moment, we're expanding into this system. So this is the system I'm at the moment, and I'm destroying enemy ships. Yeah, yeah. So if I click on it, it shows here that so far we've got a total of 900 merits that have been dropped on this system. The 100% point is 7,052. The difference when you're expanding is that um, you have to have the highest number, so that the 100% bit doesn't come into this. So if the opposition was at 20,000 handed in, we'd have to have more than 20,000 to beat it, to be successful. You see, so this is the only one the highest number matters on, um, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, and as an example, so I've currently got I got 5,101 merits in this system at the moment, and it has netted me 26,199,000. You can see there, like the one at the bottom, I got highlighted, Oblivion Fleet. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's yeah. So that 26 million. So because I'm a Fed, if if by Thursday we win this system, when I hand these bounties I've collected in this system, it will double. It will double whatever that number is. So if I stopped right here, it'd be worth 51, 52 million. If I carry on, it'll just, whatever number I end on, it will then double it. So That's one of the bonuses of being with Zachary. No, no, so, no. It literally is just any NPC that belongs to a different power. So whether they're, let me jump up into Super Cruise and show what I mean in a minute. Right, let's find us a ship. No, I'm just. There we are. Yeah, no. It might. Corvette. Right, so what I've got to do is find myself not one of those. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look. I have got thrusters. Everything's engineered, so thrusters are clean drive distributors. Cell banks, I think, are fast. Beam lasers are thermal vent overcharged. Almost, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so worth doing. Engineering will give you so much advantage. So, like with this engineering I've got on my beam lasers, it increased my damage per second to 55.6. So it's proper strong. I'll try and find one. Depends what I'm doing, to be fair. I do fly the Corvette a lot, but I've got cutters which I use for PvP and for shipping and for mining. I basically only use the Corvette for fighting, whether that is PvP or doing stuff like this. I like the Fer de Lance is a great medium ship. It's probably one of the best medium ships for fighting. Um, I've got a Anaconda, which is specifically built to take out small and medium ships for PvP. Um, yeah, I've got absolutely loads of ships. Let's have a look. No, it's right. I'm currently on 18.8 billion pounds in my cash. I've got probably another 2 billion on the carrier. Um, uh, yeah. So, ah, here's an example. Look, you'll see this in a minute on the screen once it refreshes. So I've got a Yuri Grom NPC ship that is a Cobra. Tells me he's wanted. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, when you target him, it'll tell you who he belongs to. So I'll just check everyone else a minute. Yeah, stick to that one. So yeah, it tells me that the name of his ship, what type of ship, the fact that he's an EGP, which means he's Yuri Grom. Where's he gone? Yeah, yeah. It's just disappeared off my screen. There you gone, you miserable little. Thing is, he's a bit further. He's probably nearer the planet than me, so he's probably just gone out of my range. I'll catch up with him in a minute. So yeah, so all you do is you find those ships and you interdict them, and then when you kill them, you get 30 merits per ship, and whatever their bounty is currently. Yeah, yeah. So you get that's it. So you get money and the areas. Yeah. All right. Closing in nice and fast. I'll be able to interdict him in a minute. No, I got elite controller.
I use
Yeah, I tried that initially when it first came out, but I had to send mine back because it kept getting drift. So I never bothered replacing it. I just sent it back and
yeah, yeah.
oh, nice. Yeah. There we go. So I, for that one ship, I got 35,000 credits and 30 merits,
Oh wow.
and I killed him because of all the engineering. I killed him before my FSD had finished its cooldown. So but yeah, it's definitely got its benefits. Definitely got its benefits, but it's just also being aware that when you're pledged, you are a target. So just have that in mind. Use somebody for me to shoot. Nope, just wanted. So yeah, it's got, let's have a look, two huge, two medium, two small, one large. So I've got two huge beam lasers, two medium multi-cannons, two small multi-cannons, and a missile rack, a large missile rack underneath. Yeah, so it's the it's a good little fighter. Yeah, I mean another advantage of the engineering stuff, which is why I always say to everybody, just I know it's a grind, but just go and do it, because here's an example. Did tell me on here. So look, there we are. What's this? So I got reinforced shields on this. Tell me on here or not? Let's have a look. Should tell me somewhere. I'd have thought. My strength. Power draw. Maximum is no alternative. No. Let me go and land at a station.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you
Yeah. So you can do your thrusters, your shield generators, sail banks, beam lasers, every. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can literally do everything you like. Um, so if I go and land on my carrier a minute, it's gonna be the nearest thing. I'll show you the stats. It's not huge. Oh, yeah, stats. So the shield, I got biweave shields on this ship. So, and there's 6,161 shields. My jump range is 16.3. It's not very good with a Corvette unless you add the Guardian jump. But I've got a carrier, so I normally ship everything around. Yeah,
can put a fish, right?
yeah, yeah. It is, yeah. It's 5 billion to just buy um, the carrier. Then you've got to spend. It costs per thing that you want, whether you want to be able to refuel and rearm. That's a module you've got to add on to it. Whether you want to have a shipyard and repair yard, that's extra module. So everything costs extra on top of that, and then you have to pay a weekly um, fee for it. So depending on how many jumps you do with it, I think it's like 100,000 credits or 200,000 credits per jump. And then I think mine costs me like 10, 20 million a week to pay for all the bits I've got switched on. Yeah, it's I mean, but it's great. It does a 500 light year jump, so you can just if I go bounce around the bubble anywhere I want to go. The one annoying thing is that whenever you set a new system to jump to, it takes 15 minutes to do the jump sequence. So you sat there. Yeah, I know. The thing is when they brought carriers into the game, they did a community vote about whether the jump should be instant or whether there should be a time delay. And everyone who was scared of being, ganked or jumped on by power play PvPers all voted for time delay. So they stuck it on as 15 minutes. And yeah, I know it's a pain. It does make sense as a game mechanic because you end up basically going, I'll set my carrier off to jump somewhere and I'll go and play another game for 15 minutes and I'll come back and play this. Yeah, because you can't really go off and do something else. Otherwise, if you miss your ship, you could be stuck at the system or have to call your carrier back, sort of thing. It's
Landing gear deployed.
but yeah, you get yeah. So yeah, you can do a lot with the carrier stuff. You can obviously tell it where you want it to go to. If you've got the commodities on there, you can say, "Oh, I want to buy this much of this much material for this much stuff," or "I want to sell this much stuff." So you can carry 25,000 units of bits and pieces. So if you were a miner, let's say that your thing was you'd love to go mining, you could go off, send your carrier off to a system with your ship on it, mine 25,000 units of gold or silver or whatever, then jump to the system that's got the most expensive price to sell at, and then you just keep selling, ferrying to and from your carrier to the station, selling your stuff. So you can do stuff like that. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So, but I mean, like, this is all the extra stuff you got to pay for. So, I don't know if you can see my screen at the moment. So you have bridge crew, you got to pay for commodity trading if you want to do commodity market stuff, where people can land on your ship and buy stuff. Tritium depot, that's for your fuel. Refuel stations, so that is refueling your own ships, repairing your own ships. Then armory for reloading your own ships. Redemption office. Just trying to think. It's something like a couple of million quid each or something. It's not a huge amount, but it all adds up. But you can see, for this repair thing, it costs me 1.5 million a week to have just that one unit active. And then the armory, yeah. So each one is different. So the bridge crew, I don't think you get charged for that one. It doesn't appear to be a charge for the commodity trading or the tritium. There we are. So from refuel, so refuel's 1.5 million, repairs 1.5 million, armory's 1.5 million a week. Redemption officer, that's where you can hand in your bounties no matter where you are, but they do take 25% for the privilege, and it costs you 1.8 million a week. Exactly, yeah. Shipyard costs you 6.5 million a week. Outfitting costs you 5 million a week. If you want to have the secure warehouse, so that's where you put any black market stuff, anything you've nicked off of other NPCs or whatever, that costs you 2 million a week. You can have your universal cartographics, that costs you 1.8 million a week. Yeah, so yeah, there you are. Some yeah, I'm on this. Yeah, 18.9 million a week it costs me to have all those bits and pieces. So yeah, it's
Fully outfitted.
yeah, that's got everything on it, but the thing that you is also a pain. So if you can have the shipyard, people can come and buy ships and bits and pieces, but you first have to stock it. So you have to go and yeah, you have to buy it all. So all the which is frustrating, I find, because you buy it at normal prices. So they did. You decide how much you sell it for, how much you put on it as a profit. But the problem is, so say I don't know, say the ship costs you 5 million to go to a station to buy it. All right. For me to buy it to stock it on my carrier costs me 5 million. So I can't make a profit really, because if I was to put a profit on and say, oh, I want say 7 million for you to come to my carrier and buy it, you'd look at it and go, yeah, but I can go to the station over there and buy it for 5 million. Why would I give you 2 million for nothing? Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't really. They didn't. They were trying to put these things into process, but then they didn't think ahead in respect of, in any business, you buy it at a discount so that you can sell it either at market rate or try and make a bit more profit. You don't buy it at market rate to then, who's,
Oh, I know.
yeah, exactly. Who would buy it from you? It doesn't. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically I use it as it's a glorified movable warehouse for me. So yeah, 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 yeah. So you can only fit 40 ships on it. So you can have. So I've got. That's it. So yeah. So any station, it's basically like a station. You can carry 40 ships. So I've got Vipers, Eagles. All of these are engineered, Cobras, everything. Um, you know. Yeah. I've got 40 ships on here that are either completely engineered or partially engineered. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so I've got a bunch of planets bookmarked, which I've found good materials on. That's where I do most of my material collecting. And the great thing is, if you're doing combat missions, take your time, and once you blow up those ships, pick up the bits that you need. You know. Yeah. 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 Perfect thing to do. Yeah. Yeah. It makes so much sense because you're utilizing your time. You're completing missions. You're earning cash. Um, you know. Another thing to remember. as well. So if you're doing, say, pirate missions, so you're in a system that says go to the system next door and kill 10 pirates. If you've got in the system you're getting the mission from, if you've got two different factions asking you to go to the same system to kill the same type of pirates, then those two missions will stack. And what I mean by that is that every time you kill one pirate, it will count towards both those missions.
You can catch me.
No. So what I'm saying is, so say I'm in this system here. So I'm in LP65 whatever system, and I go to the station, and there are two factions on the mission board saying to me, if you go, let's pick a system, please go to Frendon and kill the Frendon pirates. Right, so one faction says go and kill 10 Frendon pirates, and the other faction says go and kill 15 Frendon pirates. So I go, yeah, right, I'll have both those missions, please, thank you very much, from those two different factions. I'll fly over to Frendon. As soon as I kill one pirate, both those missions will show one pirate killed on them. Yeah, does that make sense? So that when you then, so as long as the mission is from a different faction but asking you to kill the same pirate in the same system, every time you kill a pirate, it will go against both of those missions. So you end up doing two missions in one. So it's a way of earning money quicker. Yeah, but that's the big thing to remember, is it must be the same target, same system, two different factions. So as long as there is the two different system factions at the station offering that mission to kill that type of pirate in the same system, then every time you kill a pirate in that system, it will add one to each of those missions. As you kill each pirate, it will add to both missions. So, yes. So, yeah. It's just little things in the game that make life easier, earn money quicker. But, yeah. That's right. Yeah, no worries at all.